Good morning and welcome to A Daily Dose with your Covid Chaplain. G'day. I trust you've had a good weekend and the things we've talked about in recent weeks have been some kind of encouragement, and I'm glad you're with me. Great to have you coming back and maybe telling your friends too, I hope, about the great pep talks, I guess that's what we'd call them, that I give day after day. I want to help to keep you going in the midst of this strange circumstances, but also to kind of just encourage you one step at a time in the journey of your life, because it's going to go on for longer than just this COVID season. It's going to go on and you're going to have a whole lot of opportunities and things to deal with, and maybe some of the wisdom, maybe some of the encouragement that I give you along the way will go with you into those new times that are yet to come. And today is a new day, beginning of a new kind of theme week for me in COVID, these COVID discussions that we do as your COVID chaplain. But I also excited about this word new because I think it's going to be a bit of a theme for us for this week. Because many years ago, I was in a situation in my late teens where I had a number of issues sort of coming up in my life, possibilities and things that were happening. And I went aside for a bit of a holiday, and I began to just pray and ask God, give me some kind of wisdom about what you're doing and help me know what's happening. And the key word that God spoke to me was so exciting because it's been a kind of a key verse for me for the rest of my life, is God saying, behold, I will do something new. And that was really exciting for me, and it's been kind of a theme for me through my life as God has opened up a window and an opportunity here, a door there, and my life has been a series of journeys into new things over and over and over again. So today I want to call this New Day. It's a new day, but I want to call it New Day, a day when we can think about what it is for things to be new. Now, in your life and in your journey, you've probably done lots of new things. At the same time, you've probably done what we all do, what I've done, where you settle into certain routines. There are things you like, things that you like to do, ways you like to do them, habits that you've developed, patterns in which you can be reasonably productive or get certain things done. And we settle into that almost like a rut. It becomes something that's sort of predictable and routine. Now, it's helpful and workable in lots of ways, but it can actually, in the same time, block us from opening up to new things. Psychologists, sociologists have discovered that when people are put through a real upheaval, maybe relocated from one country to another, when they go through some kind of really significant transition, they lose their job and they move from one town to another, in that process, there is a really powerful opportunity for change because all those routines are broken. You know, the things that they used to do, they can't do, they don't do, and they've now got different time on their hands and different questions about what to do. And as a result, they open themselves up to newness. And many, many people have discovered once they've migrated across the oceans or changed from one city to another or changed from one career path to another, just a whole smorgasbord of new opportunities open up to them. So as we think about new today being a new day, it's a day to think about what could be new in your life. And maybe COVID has had the situation where it's disrupted certain patterns. And then as lockdown maybe opens up, as it is for us in Victoria, I know it's coming, opening and closing in different places, so I can't be sure what's happening for you. But as things open up after a bit of lockdown, the tendency is to feel like, let's get back to what we always did. Let's go back to that program. Let's do that routine that we had. It worked well for us before. But I want to give you this hint that this is a time to think about what could be new. This is our new day. A day of thinking about what could be new and maybe what should be new. You know that there are times when we do things, we do them habitually. We travel from one place to another along a particular road and we just keep using that same road. Then someone else comes along and explains to us that there's been an upgrade on another road and it's faster or it's prettier or it's whatever. And we use that road and then after a while we think, hey, that's a much better option to the one that I was following. And so now something new has displaced the old, but it's better. It brings a refreshing into your life and circumstances, into how you travel or what else you might be doing. Wouldn't it be wonderful to have a whole bunch of those things happen to you in this season or in this week or in this day where things could open up and you could discover some newness, ways to do things you hadn't done them before, outcomes you hadn't seen before, friendships you hadn't had before, income maybe you haven't had before, newness, things that are new. God's word was really exciting to me. Behold, I will do something new. New things are opening up to you right now, but are you aware of it? Are you kind of thinking about it, giving it any attention at all? Would you allow it to impact you? Would you allow it to come into your life? Hey, today is the day to look around and see what's new. Look around and see what you could do differently, especially if you've been pushed, lockdown, changes of where you can go and what you can go, when you can do it and when you can't. These things have the ability to take from us what we're used to and to let us look around and think, well, what else could I do? A lot of people have discovered using technology to keep up with their friends now. They didn't like it before. They didn't think it was necessary. And now they finally get online and they start doing the sort of chats that you can do in different ways. And they think, hey, this is great. And they're actually communicating wider than they used to before. We found with the advent of social media that people suddenly began catching up with people even way back from their school days because this new thing gave them the opportunity to do that. So today, as you get along with your day, whether you're sitting at home or you're out and about, whether you're on your own or whether you're with a whole lot of company, just keep thinking about and looking around in your world, what could be new? What could be new? If God is wanting to do something new, if there's a new way of doing things, if there's a better way of doing things, if newness is invading my world, how can I let it in? What can I do? What can I do in my response to this situation that allows newness to be a part of my life? And as you have your cup of tea at 3 o'clock in the afternoon today, and get your little cup and sip, think to yourself, have I actually done anything new today? I wonder if I could have something new for dinner. I wonder if I could eat or drink something different and new, or do it differently. I wonder if I could change the way I organize my day. There's a million ways for things to become new. And today's the day I want you to think about that. And look, we'll pick up this theme in the next couple of days and flesh it out a bit more. But get yourself thinking now. Get started on this whole awareness that things can be new and maybe things need to be new in your situation. And as you do, may God bless you.